A couple was walking down the street, and at that moment a woman goes up to the couple and picks up the man, sees that the man was eating. The woman then asks if the man wasn't going to do anything about it, but the other woman says he wasn't going to do anything because he liked her. The man then tells the other woman that he had too many things to say to her, but she seems to be having fun with it. He then goes on to say that he had too many things to be able to say to the other woman, but since she wasn't paying attention to what he was saying, he asks her if she was listening. She tells him that he didn't need to repeat what he had said as she had heard it, and so she says goodbye to him. He then tells Switzerland that they need to leave and apologizes for her going through that situation. Later, the woman was telling the man that she was very happy that he had said those things to the other woman. He then says that he would do anything for his wife as he loved her very much, and then the woman says that she had a gift to give to her husband. The man is surprised by this and asks what gift she had for him. She then goes up to him to try to kiss him, but he stops her and tells her that he had an urgent call from his work and that he needed to answer. The man then says that he needed to talk to his boss, but in fact he was talking to the other woman. The woman then says she wanted to stay by her husband's side, but he says he needed to take that call and then leaves, leaving the woman unaware of what was going on. The man then goes outside his house and then tells another woman that he could now talk to her more calmly. She then says that she was happy to be able to talk to him and that he was mistaken in thinking he could escape her. He says he was excited about it and asks if he really couldn't escape her, and she said he couldn't. She then asked the man when he could meet with her, and he said he could meet with her whenever she wanted as he would always be available for her. At this point, the woman arrives and asks if he was really talking to his boss, and he says yes. He then pretends he was talking to his boss and says he needed to hang up the phone. When he hung up the phone, the woman asked him again if he was really talking to his boss, and he said yes. She then apologized to him, saying that she had misunderstood things and that she had thought he was talking to someone else. She then said she would be leaving, but the man asks her to wait. He says he didn't want her to do that to him again, as he wanted her to know that he loved his wife very much and that he would never do anything bad to her. Some time later, the woman went up to the man and said that she had made a surprise for him. She then says that she had prepared the breakfast that her husband liked the most, and this makes him very excited. She said she hoped they could run together, but the man says that unfortunately he couldn't stay for long as he would need to go back to work. At this point, he says he had received a call from his boss. The woman then says that she was suspicious of it, as he said he wouldn't be working on weekends, but his boss was calling on a Sunday. He then says that that call was very important and that he needed to answer it. When the man left, the woman went to her daughter and told her that she was very sad about what had happened. The girl then asked her mother why her father worked so hard. The woman told her daughter that her father was very busy and that he needed to work hard. The girl says that she wasn't happy with that situation either, and then the woman says that she was going to prepare something for her daughter. Meanwhile, the man was talking to the other woman and she was asking him when they could meet again. He says he was very happy to be talking to her and that he could meet with her any day she wanted. She then says that she was excited to be able to meet with the man and says that she was going to meet him at the restaurant that they had previously met. He says that they had an agreement and that he would meet her at that location, and then he hangs up the phone. The man then goes back to where his wife was, saying that unfortunately he would need to work, but she says that he had said that he would take his daughter to her mother's house. He then tells him that his job was more important and that he needed to go, but the woman says that he needed to fulfill what he had promised. She says he needed to take the girl to her mother's house. He then tells her that he couldn't take his daughter as she would end up getting bored at his work, but the woman says that her daughter needed to spend time with her father. She says he could take the girl to a park to buy her something to eat, as she would be happy to spend time with her father. The man then accepts, and then the woman takes her daughter to the man. Later, he was waiting for her outside and then the woman said that her daughter was already ready for him to go with her. The man then said that his daughter would get bored at his work, but the woman insisted, saying that she would just want to stay with her father for a while and that he would just need to buy her something to eat. The man then agrees to this and takes his daughter with him. Later, they were at a restaurant and so the man asked his daughter to wait for him as he was going to settle some matters. Then we are shown that earlier the woman put something on her daughter's clothes, saying that now she would be able to hear what the man was really doing. At this time, the other woman arrived saying that she was happy to finally be able to meet the man. He said he was also very happy that she was there. Then she said that she had already told him that he couldn't escape her. She then asked him who that girl was and when the girl went to say that she was the man's daughter, he interrupted her saying that she was his wife's daughter. He then told the other woman that he needed to resolve the situation and in the meantime, the woman was listening to everything the man was saying. He then brought his daughter a headset and told her that she needed to wait for it as he would soon be back to be by her side. He then went back to the other woman and told her that she was actually very beautiful, but she said that he was more handsome. He then said that she was actually very beautiful and that he wanted to stay by her side forever, but that he couldn't. She asked why they couldn't be together, but the man said he should stay with his wife for a while longer. He said he had a plan for it and the other woman asked what the plan was. He then told her that she just needed to wait a little longer and that everything would work out. Hearing what the man was really doing, the woman stays, so she said the man would pay for everything he had done to her. Later, the man returned home and started calling for his wife as the gate was locked. When she opened the gate, he asked her why she had locked the gate and then she asked her daughter if she had enjoyed staying with her father. The other said yes, so the woman helped her daughter into her house. When the girl left, the woman told her husband that she had locked the gate because she didn't want the man to enter the house anymore. The man asked why, and then the woman revealed that she had listened to everything he was saying to the other woman. He then asked her again what she was talking about and then she revealed that she had listened to everything he said to another woman about him wanting to have a woman like her and not being able to. She then said she had a surprise for him, so she went into his house. When she returned, she had a suitcase and so she handed it to him, saying that he could take his things and he would leave, as she never wanted to be by his side again. He then asked his wife not to do that as he loved her very much, but she said that she didn't want to be by his side anymore as she always tried to do the best for him and he was trying to cheat on her. He then asked her to think better of their daughter, but the woman said that she was tired of being by the man's side and that he should leave. She then told her husband that since he was so fond of unraveling mysteries, he would like the secret she had kept for him inside that suitcase. Some time passes and the man was walking down the street when he spotted the other woman. He then went to her and said that he had been looking for her for a long time. She said he was in very bad style and asked what had happened to him. He then told her that he was living on the street and that he looked for her, but she said she wasn't interested in it. He said he had moved out of his house so he could finally be by his beloved's side. She then said that she wasn't interested in what he had done for her and then leaves, but he asks her to wait. He said that he had done all that to be able to be by her side. But she said that he should not have done that and that now he would have to bear the consequences of his actions.